Because their monitor's gone.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Am I missing
Nor
something?
did it advance the story in any way.
What? New content? What?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New content? Are we still in the confusion ending? Is this like fucking Inception? What the hell is happening? What is this? What? Oh. The fuck am I doing?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
What?
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Uh-huh.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So we're officially in Ultra Deluxe now? Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah. Are we trapped in here?
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Is it a trap?
Should we be moving somewhere or...
Oh.
There we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay. New content. The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
What? I can jump. Okay. But I can't jump when not in there. Wait, what's that wired to?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
3, 2, 1. Oh. Wow. Another elevator.
Goodness. Another elevator.
No.
Stanley,
Yeah,
I
that's my
have to
voice.
say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I mean, I can jump,
it's
so...
just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Ask Nintendo.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
I mean...
Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The
To be fair,
Parable
yeah.
Ultra
I would
Deluxe,
play that.
Now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Are you... There's a chair. Can I sit in the chair? Is that new content? Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
What?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What
Does
quality
it?
assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended. And
It does!
I intend to find these people
It
on Twitter
does!
and hold them
There's one of them!
personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content.
There literally
I'm
is!
afraid.
It's right
It
there!
could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to
Oh,
what
that's
the Stanley
good.
Parable is
That's really
about.
good.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Yeah.
What do you say, friend?
Yeah, I'll do it. I can't say shit, but... What? Hang... What? Is this your work, narrator? Oh, that's just a picture of what it...
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. I could go up there, but... What? Can't believe that Stanley sus... The Stanley susable.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Are you gonna spook me here? Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Did you just make fucking Elden Ring? What the hell is this?
I call it the Memory Zone.
What?
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Whoa!
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The Memory Zone. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the
Oh!
Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was
Look at that.
before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Yeah.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
The Stanley
Total
Parable.
waste.
24. Oh shit! Audience award. Is that real? Did it actually get that? A BAFTA. Wait. The British Academy. Oh, The Last of Us. It's right there. Our first kiss, my first card. The release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. As an exploration. So the story doesn't matter. It might not even be a game. And if you ever actually do have a choice, well, let me know how you did it. That's the website. The Stanley Parable demonstration. Can I play it? Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh. British Academy of Film Television Arts. Not many British Academy awarded. The Stanley Parable Game Innovation. Is that real? 50% off designer head, but a small creatures owns the other half. It's funny. In loving memory, Little Stanley? No! No! Why did I... That's not real, is it? What's this? But it's nice. Whoa!
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Huh.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Wait, what? Wait, that's Portal. Is this real? I don't think this is real. Don't read any reviews except this one. I mean, let's verify. No, it is real. It's actually real. It's a real fucking review. It's okay. Awesome. It's 2 doors. Person of the year. That's weird. Memory zone maintenance. The end is never, yeah, there you go.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I feel like this is commentary right here.
People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Oh, friends. Repeatable carpet textures, ready for your game project. Missing coworker scenario. What's this? Source SDK, yeah. And then it's apparently added stuff. Yep, I knew it would.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
It's maintenance.
What's this? What's down here?
This is the maintenance for the memory zone. Cold drinks. Steam?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
It's Steam.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Huh. I think there's some commentary to be made because... See this one that's barely visible? Recommended? I'm assuming those are also positives? That's positive. Like, I'm assuming these ones are positives as well, but because of this one negative, it's hidden all the negative ones. All the positive ones. This place is fucking decrepit. What the hell? The trailer is pretty funny. You should watch it.
Maybe I will.
Oh shit. The weather's... Oh, there's another review. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
There's
I
a lot
feel
of them.
like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Sterling. Is that a reference? Is that a reference to James Stephanie Sterling? Oh, there's one more review. Yeah, I'm not getting back up there, am I? Kinda trapped after this.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't want a skip button. No. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want the skip button. No. What the hell? What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? I'm not sure if those reviews are real, to be fair. They might be. But I'm not sure if they are, you know. Paraphrase them and slap the fake name.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
No.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, that it or what have you, and therefore by becoming
it loops.
so on and so forth, until inevitably
No.
until the action therefore becomes impossible to
manufacture.
It went
And
on for nearly 10,000 years
until just yesterday.
The story,
Okay,
and
that's-
the choices,
okay.
or what have you, and therefore by becoming. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time, by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them.
Yeah.
Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
I don't know what the difference
But
is.
wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It
Yeah,
has
it-
a mouthfeel that is rich with
Mouthfeel? Oh no! Don't talk about mouthfeel.
See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to
I know
be
what
here
it wants
all
me to
day.
do. It
Okay,
wants me to
look,
skip, but I
have a
won't.
method for exactly this sort of
I
situation.
won't.
And I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Yeah.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor.
Makes sense.
It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley.
Makes
It's
sense.
rescued me
It's-
from disaster in countless
I
situations.
mean, it works if it works.
Here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
Manifesto.
Slightly down,
Treatise, manifesto.
goes down.
Treatise, manifesto.
It's repeated 3 times.
Treatise, manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Can they?
I guess I should
On
become
Steam?
better educated.
I think they should.
on
They could,
exactly
yeah.
how Steam works.
Yeah.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Yeah,
Although I
probably.
have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, Surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature.
Seems
to
like
make
a
it
lot.
possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite
Oh yeah,
likely.
sure it
Or
is.
perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over.
Yeah.
How about this? From the ashes of depravity.
It's gonna
rises
loop.
Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review.
Yeah?
It's
Pretty good.
Perfect. It's the perfect review. It's the review I've always dreamed of receiving.
Yeah?
I have to read it again. It's simply too wonderful. I have to experience this just one more time. From the ashes
Hang
of
on.
the brighter future. Wow.
There you go. So that's the review. That's gonna be my review. I recommend this game. And yes, post-review. There's my review. This they have, well, I haven't seen it, therefore it doesn't exist.
And changes.
There you go.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door
Oh,
go?
what the fuck? The door's
Wasn't there
gone.
a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else
There,
would we have gotten
yeah,
into
there
the room
definitely
in the
was
first
one.
place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was.
Yeah, the narrator should be able to teleport us.
Maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door, as long as it can open and lead from one room to another.
I'm clicking the
I'm going to
walls.
step away for just
I'm gonna
a
click the
moment,
walls.
and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall.
Just say there's a
but
door,
I
I
will
guess.
find a way, I promise.
I don't know, you're
You
usually
just
omnipotent.
need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
Okay, I won't.
Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Okay. So... we know what to do. We need to skip the narrator. We've been waiting too fucking long. We've been waiting like a fucking hour. Nothing's happened. There's a clock. It's on... It's been ticking all this time. Is that 2-minute hands?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Oh.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button.
The
and
fuck
if
is
you
that?
keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
I mean,
I
what?
can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking.
'Cause I'm just
and thinking,
staring.
I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just
Yeah.
couldn't ignore the negative feedback.
Yeah?
Why was it so important for me to fix the problem?
That's a personal
Why did
problem.
Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
They're a cookie.
Would it ever really matter? But
Oh,
here
no.
I am.
Here you are.
Fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me.
Yeah.
The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
I could skip him,
Wild
but
and
this is
impulsive.
important.
I can't help myself.
It's important to
I can't
listen
stop
to.
myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury, to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse
I'm just
serve?
staring at the
For
button,
whose benefit is this?
rotating ominously
Here
around the
I am
button.
now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone.
Yeah.
And I had the power to prevent it all from happening.
Yeah.
If only I'd held my tongue.
Can't you remove this then?
It's all out of my control now. Just you.
I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to
Your
do?
decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely
It's gonna
you'll
loop.
test
It's gonna
me
loop.
again.
The interruption.
And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head.
Narrator,
They just couldn't
you did
bother.
leave me alone for an
Why
entire
did Cookie
fucking
Nine's
hour. I
opinion
even
matter
tried
so
to just
much
fiddle
me?
my
I've never
thumbs
even
and it
met
didn't
Cookie
work.
Nine
I
as
have
a
to press the
child.
button. There's
Wild
nothing else for me to
and
do.
impulsive. I can't
What am I gonna
help
do?
myself.
Wait here
I
to listen
can't
to you
stop
loop
myself from
forever?
lashing to
That's no
break
fun, yeah.
anything unbro- Oh,
Narrator.
Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
Oh,
And
the
you'd think
fucking plants
that's
did.
just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yeah.
It isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all.
Oh, why
It
is
isn't
that-
even
why is that the
close.
case?
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Well, just maybe it
That's
doesn't
what I'm
work like that.
realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Yeah.
I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground.
Oh.
One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Maybe.
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it.
Yeah.
I can't be taken by it, Stanley.
Oh, no.
I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me.
Oh, no.
When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away.
Oh, I'm so far.
And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us.
Yeah.
And I am suspended in its unyielding quietness.
There's some good
I
poetry.
can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and
Oh, ew, like milk.
I can tell that I am becoming less and less real.
You're not
I
real.
speak to you now.
I am real. I am in the world of flesh, the realm of skin and bone, and you are nothing but audio waveforms beamed to my headphones through a computer. You are nothing more but a vessel through which the plot of the Stanley Parable is told. And I am here, and I am real. The multitude of decisions and time forms that I am experiencing, forming, and creating just by my existence alone. My true form as a waveform of choices and thoughts and consciousnesses expanding out towards infinity, whereas you are nothing more but a single path branching into predefined moments programmed by two other forms like myself, the true creators, the true life forms. You are nothing, nothing more, and I am the truth, whereas you are the lies.
And I will not accept this anymore.
And you're gone. The Realm of Skin and Bone is Emphasis' upcoming album confirmed, maybe? Oh. Everything's gone.
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
Where's the light coming from?
Sat down in one place and not move for one entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
That's fair.
I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
Cool, man.
It was incredible.
Damn.
The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular
Oh my
and
fucking
infinite.
god, I'm sorry.
For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the
my
most
God.
unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do.
I'm not.
That perhaps one day
I
this
feel
state of
fucking
mind will
tired.
consume you as well. Perhaps
My
you will
brain
somehow,
hurts. You've
in some
overloaded
way,
my
have to
brain
live as I do now,
with
and I
platitudes.
wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival.
Thank you.
If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
So you fully know that it will only bring you the smallest moment of peace, but you do wish for me to experience this terror. Wow. Cool, my guy. This has been fun. What a good conversation we've had, but I unfortunately have to go and buy some Burger King. Goodbye. Well, that's it. Oh, is that the button? For a second that scared me. There was like... There's all these sounds and shit. Okay, well, you're not here. What? What the fuck? What happened? What's that? What happened? What? That hurts my fucking ears. I have no fucking idea.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny.
What?
It was meant to have a point.
Oh.
It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
Oh my god.
The most immediate desires. Every single thing
I feel like I'm
every
losing
person
my mind.
every moment in time.
bit.
If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people. Because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with
You
it.
sure?
I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad.
You sure?
They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me.
Why
this
would they be
whole
jealous
time.
of you?
They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so
what if we just button mash skip?
They couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam.
But then we won't get
Perhaps it says
we won't
far
get to
more
hear the
about
narrator's
them than it
words
ever said about me.
about what they're
Perhaps
saying about the state of their psychological
was in
being.
such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison.
Are you
Perhaps
sure?
It was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me
You're kind of
down.
breaking down.
This, you can see,
So-
is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor, that it amuse them endlessly from start to finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
Oh,
was
there you
meant
go,
to
it
speak
looped.
to the
The guy just loops forever. There's nothing here. The narrator isn't here. The narrator was just talking to themselves. There's just a button, and behind the button, there's nothing. What the fuck? There's water coming from somewhere. Are we going to drown? I'm just gonna press the skip button at this point. It's the only thing I have.
The end is never the end, 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 never the end, is never the end, is never the end, never the end,
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
end.
It's raining over there. There's just a whole lot of water over there. The world's ending. The end is never the end, so... Oh! There you go. This is actually fucking scary. But yeah, broke. Whoa! It's dead. Oh, what? What? There's a fly. What the fuck? There's stuff levitating. Glass broke. What? I can't escape. I can't jump. Oh. Trees have grown, apparently. What in the fuck? Don't think it doesn't seem like it kept collapsing. There's grass growing on the ceiling. Reality itself is kind of falling apart. What? And it's back to nothing. It's all turned into ash, too. It all just evaporated. It's just fucking gone. The only thing that remains is the skip button. What the fuck? This is terrifying. What the fuck is happening? I think we've fast-forwarded too much. Like, to the heat deaths of the fucking... the heat death of the universe or something. But I don't know what those sounds are. Oh, what? What?! Even the button is broken now. No, the sun is... What? What? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.